Well, hello, glorious people of the interwebs, and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2 Online Beta. I was beginning to get a little concerned that Rockstar was not going to release any new information concerning the online beta in January. They've been extremely quiet about Red Dead Redemption 2 in general, and pretty much just spamming out more GTA 5 stuff, which is kind of interesting. And many of you may not know, but GTA 5 actually outsold Red Dead Redemption 2 on the PlayStation Store, and that's probably why they're like, you know what? GTA 5 has been our cash cow for years. We might as well just stick with that. So I have a strange feeling Red Dead Online Beta may end up dying in the near future, but we finally do have some new information. Unfortunately, the only thing that is coming in this new update right now is Gun Rush. It is a new game mode, and we'll get into that in a second, but there is, quote-unquote, a lot more to come in the near future. But unfortunately, right now, all we're getting is just one new game mode, Gun Rush. Now, we did get some information concerning how much longer the Red Dead Online beta is going to remain in its beta state, and that's going to last for a few more months. Now, we don't know how many that is, but usually that means about 2 to 3 more months, and has many more new gameplay features to add across the board, as well as further changes to improve, stabilize, and refine the overall experience. We are getting an update today, which introduces Gun Rush, where you'll put your survival instincts to the test, gathering weapons and ammunition, while the play area shrinks in this new mode for up to 32 players. Available to play now in free-for-all and team variations, where the last one standing wins. I feel like Gun Rush is probably going to be a really cool mode, although we need way more content than just 1 or 2 game modes. We need the open world to be a more interesting place to actually be. Now, Rockstar does state that there's more updates coming soon, including new races, showdown modes, new clothing, and emotes, as well as some additional changes based on player feedback, including daily challenges. Now, these aren't going to be in it right now. Maybe we'll get them towards the end of this month, which would be amazing. Daily challenges would definitely flesh out the open world just a little bit more. We need way more than just that to actually make this once vibrant open world more entertaining, because right now it's just a barren landscape full of trolls, which is just not fun. Tackle new challenges each day, covering every aspect of the game from sharpshooting to evading the law. Now, that's for the daily challenges, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun, although it's probably still going to be full of trolls. Now, I don't really have an issue with trolls, but they are going to be fixing or adding on to the parley changes, which is going to be really good and hopefully fix a lot of these issues many people are experiencing. We're making the parley system easier to trigger so that you can avoid aggressive players more quickly. In addition, it will be easier to trigger feuds, posse feuds, and leader feuds to take on attacking players in structured competition. I actually really like that, and it's one of the things I recommended that they did for the parley, and I'm happy to see some good changes. Now, we're also getting stuff for law and bounty upgrades. Some changes are coming to the way law and bounty system work in Red Dead Online to reduce the enticements for griefing. Soon, players will get a bounty for committing crimes and will be incentivized to pay them off within an allotted time. Wait too long, and bounty hunters from each of the states will track the players, forcing them to either pay up or escape. Now, I'm really excited about this because there was no repercussions for anything you did in Red Dead Online. You could just pillage everything and just get out of the red circle and you're free to go. That was ridiculous. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but clearly they were on some sort of crazy ass drug to think that was a bright idea. So we definitely needed something. If you're going to be an outlaw, there needs to be repercussions, because then there's just no reason to be an outlaw. There's no reason to be good. So having the law and bounty upgrades is a nice step forward. Now, unfortunately, I still wish that the bounty hunters could be players. That would incentivize players that got griefed to actually go back and, make money off the person who griefed them. I think that would be really cool. Unfortunately, we may not actually ever see that. Now, one thing that I also complained about a lot was the player blips, and we are getting changes to that too. Player location blips will soon appear only over short distances, reducing the range at which you are visible to others, decreasing the likelihood of being targeted by another player across large areas. This is amazing. This was needed. Many people asked for this. I don't know why they thought in a game that's all of their online modes just plagued with griefing all the time. If they wanted to fix that, this was something that was needed. But down the line, we're also looking to introduce the ability to identify players who grief and kill indiscriminately with a progressively darkening blip that becomes more visible and at a longer range. That is amazing. I love that idea, because that also notifies, like, if you want to be like some kind of notorious person, that's a cool way to stand out if you feel like being that type of person. I like in the game, like, if you want to be good, you should have a way to identify yourself as being somebody who's good and helpful and stuff like that. And if you want to be just an evil douche canoe, you can be identified that way too. And especially if they add things where you could like hire people to like assassinate people for you if they've been harassed, I think that would be a really cool system. We'll probably never get anything like that, unfortunately. So everyone in the session can identify potentially dangerous opponents at a glance and from a safe distance. Now, they do state they have a lot more to come. We're working on lots of new content that will be releasing this year. Just a few of the updates in the works are all new missions to build on your story in a land of opportunities from previously established characters like Horley and Jessica Leclerc, and some new ones as well. A range of dynamic events throughout the new world. Love that. That's going to be awesome. Anything that will flesh out this once vibrant world and make it more entertaining to actually travel around is going to be amazing. Dynamic events is one of the things I have repeatedly stated needs to be added, so I'm really hoping to see what that's going to be like. Lots of new competitive modes, including new showdown modes and races, plus new weapons and clothing. Oh yes, and lots more that we're not quite ready to announce just yet. Now, a little bonus for Xbox players. Xbox players can now access the Red Chestnut Arabian Horse, Alligator Skin Ranch Cutter Saddle, and High Roller Double Action Revolver, which you can get from the fence for free. Now, these are available now in Red Dead Online Beta for Xbox players. For those of you that don't know, PS4 has early access to new things like this, to exclusive items. I think it's like 30 days, up to 60 days, it kind of seems like. But that is all we've got for updates and news concerning the Red Dead Online Beta. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I will be live streaming Gun Rush today, so keep an eye out on the channel for that. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one.